Into Nature, a unique visual arts organization. Every 2 years, a new natural location transforms into a vibrant exhibition. This film takes you behind the scenes of the construction of these breathtaking artworks. Elise delves into the essence of peat for Into Nature. She explores the transformation from plant remains to carbon and further into diamond. Her sculpture, inspired by this metamorphosis, blends the sharp geometry of a diamond with the rugged shape of ancient sod houses. In this unique artwork, she incorporates a rough diamond crafted from the peat of Bargerveen, paying tribute to the area's historical and natural wealth. Jan Robert poses the question, what is the essence of a landscape? His installation, spanning 9 screens, challenges our conventional perception. He presents the landscape as something temporary, unique, and irreplaceable. By immersing the viewer, it fosters a deeper awareness of the transience and value of every landscape, inviting us to observe our surroundings with greater care. The work of the German artist Veit Laurent often references various forms of energy, from oil to nuclear reactors. To him, nuclear reactors evoke an ancient, uncontrollable fear, akin to volcanoes. To combat these fears, he introduces dildaps, troll-like figures from old German fairy tales, reimagined for the modern era. These dildaps, born from the radiation of Chernobyl, establish a balance in Bargerveen between the peat, the volcanoes he creates, and the real nuclear power plant in nearby Lingen. Otobong, a Nigerian artist, explores the relationship between humans and nature and how resource extraction impacts landscapes. For one of the ponds in Bargerveen, she reveals the complexity and engagement with this landscape. Measuring rods in her installation indicate the height of plant life at a specific moment, while the colors derive from litmus tests measuring the acidity of water and soil. Further, she transformed this site into a vantage point with a railing, adorned with a poem she wrote, inviting visitors to view the landscape from a new perspective. In Awoiska's work, nature blends with deep intuition. Returning to her roots in northern Netherlands, she captures the essence of Bargerveen. Her photos, printed on glass, blur the line between image and landscape, creating a mysterious symbiosis. It's more than a place. It's a horizon behind the horizon, an echo of our origins.
I can see the stars looking to your
Jacob is a Danish sound artist, bringing inaccessible sounds to the audience. Known for his work in Chernobyl and Fukushima, he focuses on the sounds of melting glaciers in Greenland. Listeners experience both the gentle dripping and the near-violent breaking of ice. The soundscape's melt resonates in a bright red bass, a striking contrast amidst the greenery of Bargerveen. Once upon a time, long trains traveled through Bargerveen on a network of narrow-gauge railways to transport peat. The artist duo Hey builds upon this historical theme. For Into Nature, they created a hypermodern capsule on a wooden track, echoing the first narrow-gauge railway in the Netherlands. Their Slow Train is a futuristic work that stands out with its flashy design and paradoxical slowness, paying homage to the industrial history of Bargerveen. Inspired by his findings, Chaim creates layered images rich with stories. For Into Nature, he presents a unique neon work based on the longest existing palindrome. This piece connects the spirits of the bog with the history of peat as fuel. Reflected in the waters of Bargerveen, nature brings his enigmatic message to life. At first glance, Bargerveen appears endlessly flat, but it is layered with history. Nature and human activity have each left their marks. Maurice constructed a network of wooden paths, uncovering ancient traces in the landscape. At points where these diverse layers intersect, he established small nodes, a physical manifestation of the complex interplay between humans and nature in Bargerveen. Giorgio Andreotta's film Icarus was inspired by the former butterfly garden in Emmen. Once a source of pride and joy, this place has now fallen into decay. The film is a poetic farewell to the greenhouse, a celebration of life and death, and a reminder that every end holds new beginnings. In Bargerveen, visitors encounter butterfly pupae from this historic garden, while the film itself is viewable in the former zoo in Emmen. Lara delves deeper than the visible nature in her work. She focuses on what lies beneath the green-purple, marshy landscape of Bargerveen, vast sand landscapes, initially shifted during the Ice Age. This sand, now used for constructing cities, offices, and highways, is an integral part of our environment. Lara calculated the amount of sand under the Netherlands and maps the origins of different sand types, offering a newfound appreciation for the hidden layers beneath our feet. The Swedish artist Nina has crafted a paradoxical experience for Into Nature. Fascinated by the marshy pools and semi-submerged birch trees, her work reflects human intervention in nature. She placed a hydromorphic sculpture in one of these pools. This sculpture, merging animal mimicry with techniques from fossil fuel extraction, embodies both the fragility and resilience of the natural world. Johannes ventures into the realm of conspiracy theories with his series of sculptures, resembling sci-fi objects, a blend of hoses, cables, and metals in plaster and aluminum. They are not just art, but functional pieces, powered by batteries made of aluminum oxide crystals, designed by free energy engineers. His sculptures, seemingly offering endless energy, form a direct connection to the energy history of Bargerveen, touching upon current discussions around oil extraction and wind power. Marguerite is captivated by the Earth's origin and evolution, far beyond human history. In Bargerveen, she brings her unique perspective to life with 4 sculptures. The Breather 1 to 4, a marine mammal performing a breathing ritual at full moon. Floating in one of the area's most enchanting locations, these works create a timeless experience, transporting the viewer to a realm where time and place dissolve. Navid approaches art with an inquisitive mind and a sense of wonder. His work explores the limits of materials. For the exhibition, he created a performative installation. At the edge of the peat bog, he literally drills a hole into the earth, metaphorically piercing through time, reflecting the thousands of years it took for the peat bog to become what it is today. The German artist Olaf reimagines the concept of a ruin in a unique way. Rather than viewing it as an endpoint, he uses it as a beginning. Inspired by the traces of homes in Bargerveen, he creates Situation Magnifique for Into Nature. This work is not a remnant of the past, but rather a starting point for new narratives and processes, where nature and culture intertwine and take on new meanings. Roger is a British artist and is renowned for his transformative works. For Into Nature, he placed a massive ship engine, formerly used in oil exploration, in the midst of Bargerveen. This imposing object, stripped of its original purpose, becomes an alienating artwork, challenging the viewer to reconsider the relationship between industry, nature, and art. Seema engages nature as a creative collaborator in her art. She elevates this concept with a gigantic sugar marble, a treat for nature. This sugar sphere, 1.5 meters in diameter, built layer by layer, symbolizes the Earth's strata. Placed in Bargerveen, she lets nature complete the artwork. Sun, rain, and insects determine the ball's transformation, a process that highlights our relationship with the natural world. A metaphor for humanity's consumption of the Earth.